Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're going to dive right in to how you can navigate the used EV landscape without getting burned. For years, the whole conversation around electric vehicles has been completely dominated by massive price tags and that classic early adopter anxiety. But wow, the market has shifted dramatically, and we've got a fantastic data-driven guide to walk through together today. $18,000. Now, you might think going electric is only for the wealthy or that it requires taking out a second mortgage. But 18,000 completely shatters that illusion. We are literally entering an era where you can pick up a highly capable, modern electric SUV for the exact same price as a used economy gas guzzler. So, what does this all mean? Well, it completely reframes depreciation. Usually, depreciation is this scary financial term that makes car buyers run for the hills, right? But right now, it is an absolute superpower for you as a buyer. Because early adopters paid that massive premium upfront, the secondary market is just flooded with high-quality inventory at unbelievably steep discounts. So, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The used EV opportunity. 2. Our top 5 affordable electric SUVs. 3. The smart buyer checklist. And 4. The final verdict. Section 1. The used EV opportunity, turning depreciation into a superpower. It's kind of like a perfect storm right now. The convergence of falling prices and incredibly durable technology makes this the absolute best time to make the switch. Accelerated depreciation has drastically slashed those upfront prices. Meanwhile, the battery tech from 3 to 6 years ago, it remains remarkably strong. And get this, many of these vehicles actually still carry their original factory warranties. Plus, your running costs just plummet. No more oil changes, so yeah, you can finally say goodbye to those messy driveway weekends. And fewer moving parts means significantly cheaper maintenance than a gas SUV over time. Moving on to Section 2, Top 5 Affordable Electric SUVs. Time to meet your match. Starting at the most affordable end of our list, we have the Kia Niro EV. You're looking at a typical used price range of around $18,000 to $25,000. Honestly, this is the quintessential practical daily driver. Now, to be totally upfront, it doesn't have an all-wheel drive option, and it's got slightly less cargo space than its bigger rivals. But it really makes up for that in sheer practicality. You're getting around 239 miles of EPA range, a super comfortable ride, and smaller dimensions that are, frankly, perfect if you have to deal with tight city parking. It's just a really smart value. Next up is the Volkswagen ID.4. Ranging from roughly $19,000 to $28,000 used, this SUV perfectly balances comfort with affordability. This vehicle offers incredible value for its footprint. You get a really solid, comfortable ride and surprisingly generous interior space. And the range? It stretches from 209 all the way up to 291 miles, depending on whether you go for rear-wheel or all-wheel drive. Now, you do have to navigate a slightly clunkier early infotainment system, and the non-Tesla charging network means you'll be juggling a few different apps on your phone. But overall, the competitive pricing makes it a fantastic, ultra-comfortable daily driver. Stepping right into the realm of truly modern tech, we find the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Typically priced between $20,000 and $28,000, this is absolutely the pick for those of you who prioritize fast charging and high value. Listen, if you rely heavily on public fast chargers, this car's 800-volt charging architecture is going to be an absolute game changer. I mean, you can juice up in minutes, not hours. It also has a highly distinctive, retro-futuristic design and a really roomy, clever cabin. Just keep in mind, the base trims are a bit harder to track down used, and if you want the models that push up to that 303-mile range limit, you'll definitely be looking closer to the top of that $28,000 bracket. Now, for the driver who wants a bit of thrill, take a look at the Ford Mustang Mach-E. With a used price range of $22,000 to $32,000, this vehicle perfectly blends sporty handling with some really advanced tech. Going electric definitely doesn't mean sacrificing the joy of driving. The Mach-E has a genuinely fun-to-drive personality and a really well-equipped, spacious interior. You get great range options too, from 240 up to 320 miles. As for the downsides, well, there were some early software bugs reported, and depending on exactly where you live, they might be a little harder to find sitting on the used lot. But man, if you can find one, it's a wonderfully sporty option. Finally, we reach our top pick for the tech and range leaders, the ubiquitous Tesla Model Y. You're typically going to find these ranging from $25,000 to $35,000 used. While it definitely sits at the higher end of our budget, this seamless integration with Tesla's massive supercharger network makes this the ultimate family road tripper. It boasts up to 320 miles of range, incredible real-world efficiency, and an interior that is just completely family-friendly. Because demand is so high, resale liquidity is very strong. However, you do need to watch out. Out-of-warranty repairs can be pricey, and a lot of those cheaper used models might have really high mileage on the odometer. So, here is your core shopping list. We've laid out how these 5 vehicles stack up against each other, from the incredibly practical Niro all the way to the sporty Mach-E. Take a mental snapshot of this progression in price, range, and personality to see exactly what fits your lifestyle best. Moving on to Section 3, the Smart Buyer Checklist, how to buy smart. Because right off the bat, we run into this massive question. But what about the battery, right? This is the elephant in the room. It's the number one question every single used EV buyer asks before taking the plunge. I mean, when a battery fails in a smartphone, you throw the phone away. People are terrified it's the exact same deal for cars. Well, you can relieve your anxiety right now. According to the data, even older models commonly retain 70 to 85% of their original battery capacity, assuming they were cared for decently well. Honestly, the overall battery condition matters way more than just looking at the number on the odometer. To protect yourself, just follow this exact 4-step playbook. Do this, and you will dramatically reduce your long-term risk while maximizing your savings. Step 1. Always verify the battery health. You can use a diagnostic tool or simply ask to see the service records. Step 2. Confirm your charging access. Do you have a place to plug in at home, or are there fast chargers right nearby? Step 3, check that warranty coverage. Seriously, a lot of these vehicles actually still fall under the standard 8-year, 100,000-mile factory battery warranty. And Step 4, weigh the total cost of ownership. Yes, specialized parts can be pricier, but remember, you're saving massively on gas and oil changes. Finally, Section 4, the final verdict, a golden opportunity. The overarching takeaway here is just undeniable. Depreciation has created a massive worldwide buyer's advantage. Those high initial sticker prices have practically fallen off a cliff for the secondary market. Yet the technology, the batteries, the motors, all the tech inside the cabins, it remains incredibly robust and entirely viable for years and years of future driving. So, with a bulletproof checklist in hand and 5 fantastic options to choose from, the power is entirely in your hands. The market has literally never favored the buyer this heavily. The only real question left is, are you going to keep paying for gas, or are you ready to drive the future for half the price? Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and hey, happy hunting out there.